I am Vidya Raj Sharma, an actor, dancer, and a yoga enthusiast. But more than that, your host here to make you meet interesting people and celebrities. If you have still not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and press the bell icon for further notifications. So let's talk. So today, my topic is Taekwondo. Before I tell you about my guest, here are some facts about Taekwondo. Taekwondo is South Korea's national sport. The literal translation of Taekwondo is way of the hand and foot. Taekwondo is a martial art made up of kicks, punches, blocks, and open handed strikes. The tenets of Taekwondo are often given in a list of five: courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self control, indomitable spirit. In Korean, Tai means foot, Non means fist, and Do means way or martial art. So Taekwondo is loosely translated as the way of the foot and fist. So today my guest is Toyna Kota, a 15-year-old girl who holds a Guinness Book of World Record and two high-range Book of World Records in Taekwondo. She is learning this art from the past 10 years, and from the past 1 year, she also teaches many kids. She has performed in state level, national level, and international level, and also won medals in it. So let's talk to Toyna Kota, know more about her, know more about Taekwondo, and also know about her Guinness Book of World Record. So let's talk. Hi Toyna, welcome to my show. Let's talk.
Yeah, I'm ready.
That's great. So Toyna, can you tell a little about Taekwondo, what it is? Most of us don't know what is Taekwondo.
Usually when the word taekwondo comes up in someone's brain, they usually think about championships and self-defense or fitness or, kicks and punches. But what taekwondo really is, it's just all about respect. And that when you join taekwondo, that is literally the first thing you always learn is how to respect yourself and how to respect the world and others, your elders, your parents, your family. Taekwondo is all about respect. It is not about fighting. It is not about self-defense. If you don't master respecting others, the world, yourself, then I don't think Taekwondo is for you, because Taekwondo, as I said, is I can go on forever. It is all about respecting, and yeah, it's basically just that.
Wonderful. Seriously, I also didn't know. Though I did read a little about it, I also didn't know. It was wonderful to know that. What inspired you to learn this?
I actually started Taekwondo when I was 4 years old, and I never really knew what Taekwondo was. I never knew it existed. I didn't know what martial arts was. I was just four, and my mom just dragged me into the class, and people were running around. People were in black belts and white loose uniforms, and that was my first day. I was scared. I was crying, I remember. And for I think 6 or 7 years, it was never really my thing. I was just doing it because everyone else was doing it, and my mom sent me to class. But after 7 years, I took about a break, a 1 year break, and that's when I realized that taekwondo was actually something I enjoyed and loved. But plot change, it wasn't always something I loved, and that's why I stopped it 2 months ago. But I think for about 4 to 5 years, it was something very dear to me, and it still is. Actually, it's a huge part of my life. So for about an year break, I realized I didn't enjoy anything else except taekwondo. And my master was just, she was something amazing, and she always inspired me to do taekwondo. And I won so many championships and so many world records and whatnot. I was just motivated itself to do more, and that's how I got into it.
Wonderful. That's great. As you said, world records, you're on the Guinness World Book of World Records and high rank records. Can you tell us a little about that? How did that happen?
My first high range book of world record happened after that 1 year break, and it was maybe about 2 months after the 1 year break. And after that, something just clicked in me, and I felt capable of doing it. and that's when I started doing more and more, and that's one reason I was motivated. And also, my second high range book of world record happened maybe 6 or 7 months after my first one. And then I just had the power in me, and I just felt like going on and on. And then I had my internationals, and after my internationals, we had our Guinness Book of World Record, which was one of the most terrifying times of my life, because it was not the high range, not the internationals, it was the Guinness Book of World Records. And I had to wait about 12 to 13 months for the results to come back. And I totally forgot I even did it. And one day I just got the certificate in my mail, and I realized, oh, I did the Guinness Book of World Record and I won, and what not. And yeah,
That's a wonderful feeling, I'm sure.
I
Your
know
parents,
yeah,
yeah.
I was just super surprised and whatnot.
I'm sure I can imagine your happiness and excitement. Your
Yeah.
parents must be really happy about all this, and they might have supported you really, really very much. Can you
Yeah.
tell something about that?
So something about in all these championships and world records, it requires money, which is a huge part of everything. And high range really doesn't require that much of money to get into. But when it came to internationals, I actually skipped my nationals before going to the internationals. And I had no idea I'd be going. My master just announced it randomly in class, and we're like, we're going to internationals, and all of us, like 11 of us, were cheering. And she gives out the prize and all that, and I am sitting there thinking about, what not, and how do I tell my parents. And we were going through a few financial issues that time, so I was pretty scared actually. So I was on my way back home from the class when master announced about the internationals. And my mom was just walking on the streets, doing her evening walk and all that. And I go to her and I tell I'm going to internationals, and she's super excited. And then I give the prize, and there is this blank face on her. So for about 2-3 weeks, we have a big discussion on if I can go or not. And I cry 3 weeks straight, and I'm like, I want to go, I want to go. And maybe after 7 or 8 weeks later, maybe a month later, my grandfather sponsored me to go to internationals, and that is a huge thing that happened. I'm really thankful for it, because I think I'm just so grateful. I'm speechless actually.
I know, I can
That's how
imagine.
grateful I am, because I got to go to the internationals with all my family's help, and I can't even, yeah, as I said, I can't even explain it. And then when my Guinness came, it was the same thing again. I really wanted to go, and Guinness and all these world records and all these certificates take you a long way,
Correct.
like records. So I really wanted to gain it, but again, it was the money thing and all that. But still, my family, no matter what, they knew that I really wanted to do it, and it was something I loved to do. So yeah, they sponsored me, and
Great.
that's how they
I can feel
supported
the
me.
excitement in your voice itself. I'm sure you must be really even more excited when this happened to you.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like when I found out I was going to the internationals, there was just this fire in me that I wanted to scream to the top of my voice, and I didn't. I don't know why. But yeah, I wanted to scream to the top of my voice, and I was sweating, and I was shaking. It was just a it was burst of emotions.
Wonderful, wonderful. Uh, you said you are on a break from Taekwondo. So you have other
Yeah.
plans. What do you want to pursue? You want to take Taekwondo seriously or anything else? What are your plans?
So I think yeah. So 2 months ago, I when in Pune, I don't know, something happened. I just didn't feel it anymore. For the past 2 years, I realized there is more to me than Taekwondo. I really enjoy art. I draw really well. I paint really well. It's something I really love to do. but I really didn't notice it with taekwondo, and I also really love dancing. I'm more on the creative side than the study per se, but I feel like taekwondo was just showing me one point of my life, like just one perspective. And as much I wanted to do it, I felt like there was more to life than what I saw. And I just wanted to explore more. I was moving really forward with my life. My life was going great with taekwondo. I had an amazing future with it, but I felt like there was much more than taekwondo to me. And I really also enjoy psychology. I want to be a psychologist. It's one of my passions. And I'm just taking a break, and I'm not sure if it's always going to be a break because I might permanently leave it. So I'm going to see, and if I really feel like there is more than taekwondo to me, then I will definitely move on with what I am doing right now, which is art and writing and psychology and school. And basically, I'm just exploring right now for a bit because, as I said, I feel like there's way more to be than taekwondo.
True. I think being in Taekwondo and being so much art influenced, I can see the effect of all that in your talk, in the way you present yourself. And I'm sure if you do take psychology, you will be a wonderful psychologist.
Thank you. That really motivates me.
Yeah.
I actually remember having a few breakdowns once in a while, being absolutely confused with what I wanted to do because taekwondo was a full-time thing for me. I used to go for morning coaching, I used to teach little kids, and then in the evening I used to go for classes. And then from Hyderabad, when we shifted to Pune, I got really committed to it. It was literally everything to me. And I went. It was a morning 2 hour class, and then I was homeschooling that time, and then I used to just study throughout the day or draw, and then again evening it was a 2 hour class. Then I used to be exhausted or whatnot. I was just so committed to it. I just felt like it wasn't me. I wanted to be all round. Like I wanted to experience more, and I for a while, maybe 2 years or maybe three also, I was just confused with life, and I decided, I just need a break. I need to explore and just chill for a bit and
Correct.
see where life takes me. So yeah.
Absolutely. I think that is the point of your life also. Your age also is the right point to take a
Yeah,
proper decision
exactly.
to channelize where you want to go further.
Yeah.
So, Tina, you have done so many things. As a child, you're just 15. And
Yeah.
as a teenager, people think that they just go to school, they just do that. It's like that. There are a lot of restrictions as such, and children themselves think that it's not possible to achieve great heights. So, how do you want to talk to those kids and inspire them to go so further in life?
Okay, so this world is filled with stereotypes, and the world knows, at least most of the world knows, it's not right. Most of the stereotypes, I feel like the world is just following the society, like an individual person just follows the society. It doesn't, he or she doesn't follow herself, or doesn't understand herself. And I think and that's why I really don't like stereotypes. Like, so I just want to say to all those teens out there, or not even teens, just anyone out there, to know that uh, it's just stereotypes. It is not a rule, and no one has rules. You are just following what you're blindly following what the society says. And believe in yourself is one thing I always tell people, to believe that you can do something, because if you just don't believe in yourself, then nothing is possible. And listen to yourself, listen to your heart, and you are you know best about yourself. Not even your mom, not even your dad or your best friend. You know yourself best. And if you're having trouble, or if you're confused, of course there are hundreds of people out there, in fact millions of people out there, that can help you. So if you're just confused with life, and if maybe someone is holding you back for doing something you love, then you just need to believe in yourself, and just keep focusing on yourself, believe in yourself, love yourself, and you will just things will work out.
Wonderful, wonderful. It's quite inspiring. I think many kids and teens should listen to this and follow their heart. Your openness, your strongness, and your firmness has come because you're so strong within and outside. So I feel girls, if they grow up like that, it will help them be more stronger to face this world, because every
Uh,
girl will have a different way of seeing life.
I don't know how to put it actually. I just believe the that the world has changed so much that I honestly don't know what to say. I believe that girls are just brought up to think in a way that I believe the world is a good place. People are just thinking in a way that people are brainwashed by something, someone, I don't know who. They're just brainwashed, and girls, of course, are one of them. They believe that there's bad out there, and there is, but it's really into their brain, so they believe it's
There's good
everywhere.
also. There's bad
Yeah,
out there, and there's
there
good
is.
also. So you got to see both.
So I'm not saying that like you don't have to learn self defense. Self defense is something you will definitely need. You may not need it if you're lucky enough, but yeah, self defense is something you need, but don't take it so seriously. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna fall in, I'm gonna get kidnapped one day. Whatever happens, I need self defense. I need to learn it now. I need to get it perfectly, and that's just you being brainwashed by the society, and what the society has been telling you, or whoever has been telling you, that society is bad, this is bad, that's bad, so protect yourself and all that. It's just, yeah, of course, go ahead, learn self-defense, win competitions, show the world you're strong, but don't do it because you're scared. As I said, do it because you want to do it. And all the girls out there, don't be scared. I mean, you're probably just brainwashed, or you're just believing in the bad, and don't do that. You're strong. We all are naturally strong in our own way.
Thank you so much. It was great talking to you, Toina.
It was great meeting you, actually. I'm really
Yes.
happy I could do this interview with you.
Yes. I also came to know a lot about Taekwondo and also know you as a person. You're a very interesting person.
Thank you. I
And
appreciate it.
I wish a lot of success. And in whatever path you want to choose for yourself, I wish you a lot of success.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You really motivate me right now.
Thank you so much.
Taekwondo as a sport and exercise is popular with people of both genders and of many ages. Physically, Taekwondo develops strength, speed, balance, flexibility, and stamina. An example of the union of mental and physical discipline is the breaking of boards, which requires both physical mastery of the technique and the concentration to focus one's strength.
So, friends, I hope talking to this 15-year-old girl gave you a lot of inspiration. If you have any queries, please do put it on the comment box. I'll get back to you. Please do like and share my videos, and please do subscribe and press the bell icon for further notifications so you can meet interesting people and celebrities. So let's talk soon.